Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Washington Nationals franchise on MLB The Show 23. Today, I bring to you episode 9, and we're going to be doing a few things today. First things first, we want to play this game here with Tim Cate. He's one of the starters who I haven't gotten to see yet. I believe I've played with Strasburg, Gray, Gore. Have not played with Trevor Williams. Corbin, obviously, I have. But Tim Cate's a guy who I still have not gotten a really close look at, and he's playing 20 games, started 12s. He came out nice, then his ERA ballooned, and he has slowly but steadily been bringing it back down to earth. And if you look at 3A, there's a guy waiting in the wings, that being Bobby Miller, newly acquired starting pitcher from the Dodgers, and changed his number to 15. I believe that's where he wore in college when he was at Louisville. I saw him wearing number 25 down in minor league ball, and obviously he was number 95 with the Dodgers. So that 5 seems to stay the same, but I went ahead and added the 1 in front of it. We moved Jake Bennett up to 3A. I think he was doing all right down there in 2A, and he just gives us a potential 22-year-old. I don't think that's a word, but he just gives us another nice piece in this 3A rotation. And speaking of 3A, Cade Cavalli is down here, and I don't know, trying his best, I guess. Only 11 innings, tough to gauge it right now, but we're going to keep him down here for a little bit longer. I want to see more of these ratings go up. His home run per 9's gone down, his hit per 9's gone down, but his K per 9 and a couple of other stats have also gone up. So we'll see what we see. I played a little bit with Evan Lee as well, a deep potential 25-year-older, and it's just really hard because everybody down here is all deep potential pitchers. Francisco Perez isn't even a starting pitcher. He's a reliever. So we got to get another starting pitcher in here on the 2A team just so they'll have a complete 5-man rotation. You know, it's tough. But anyways, we're going to be simming ahead right to this Tim Cate game. So let's sim this Boston series, and we win we lose 2 out of 3. My apologies. Let's see what happened here in this first game. So we lose 8-2. Looks like the bats for Boston were just consistent whole day long. Alex Call grabs a home run. Strasburg goes 5, allows 4. Ramirez, Harvey, Doolittle. Let's see what happens here. Red Sox home run for Alex Verdugo. Corey Kluber goes 7 1/3. He's been pitching a lot for him. How about that? And Josiah Gray lets up 4. His ERA still on the rise. Castro gives us 1 inning. Not even inning. He gets 1 out, allows 3 earned. Corbin allows 3 earned. And then Ramirez allows 1 earned in a 12-2 loss. And then Patrick Corbin gets the win here. Let's see what happened. Just not a whole lot of offense, though. For us, Lane Thomas gets a home run, and Mackenzie Gore would go 5 innings. Does not get the window after allowing an earned run early. Patrick Corbin would come in and give us 2 innings, hold by Rainey, saved by Victor Arano, who I believe is in the closer role now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have moved Kyle Finnegan out of that role, and Victor Arano, who is looking really good for us, has stepped in there. And if he continues to do his thing, he's 28 years old, 64 overall, but he's been our guy this year, and 20 innings pitched. He's looked nice. He hasn't had a quote-unquote come-down-to-earth moment, but Anthony Castro in his little time so far this season has a pretty high ERA. Obviously, we brought Castro up after trading away Carl Edwards, and we're here now at this Tim Cate start, and we are going to hop into a player luck game right with him. Alright, everybody, Tim Cate on the bump for the Nationals, and we're playing a pretty darn good Phillies team as it is raining here a little bit. Cate 12 starts on the year, 4.5 record, 4.59 ERA out of 80.1 innings pitched. Whip is down. Everything's sort of where we don't need it to be, but we're going to see what he's got. Tim Cate throws a changeup, 2-seamer, 12-6, and a fastball. And he's only 25 years old still. He was sitting down and had a great start to his 3A year, and we decided we weren't going to stick with Cade Cavalli. So now here he is getting thrown into the fire. I believe he's got a little bit of MLB experience, but nothing too crazy. Let's throw him this changeup low, see if we can get him not where I wanted to spot that. Probably just going to have to throw a little two-seamer here or something. against Trey Turner. Leading off, he's going to walk Tim Cate. Misses his spot on 5 pitches. He gets walked. Alec Boehm is up. Trey Turner stealing. Trey Turner's just going to steal, isn't he? Is he going? We're going to make sure he doesn't. We're going to let him know that we're here. I'm not sure how to... I don't think there's somewhere where I can do it, but I want to know how I can pick off. But that one's lifted into the air, and it's going to be caught. Turner, damn, he's fast, makes his way back over to first base. Now, Bryce Harper. Man, I tell you what, he is special. Almost won a World Series with him. That one's lifted into the air, and that one's also going to be caught. 2 quick outs. They'll make the throw in. Looks like C.J. Abrams getting the off days. Jeter Downs playing short. And that'll bring up cleanup hitter Kyle Schwarber. A dangerous lineup for the Phillies. Just got to hit our spots. Can't do it there. And in his last 8 games, 6 runs for Schwarber. Turns on one there. Not where we want to place that fastball. So maybe let's go down and away here. Good spot. Strike 2. The count goes to 1-2. Let's get him on the changeup inside. Can't clip the zone. Where do we want to go here with Cate? Steal. Hit up the middle. And Jeter Downs will get us out of the first inning. As we go top to Rhys Hoskins on the plate. Hoskins hitting 5th. When you've got a guy like Rhys Hoskins hitting 5th, you should win this division pretty easily. Hitting 298 on the year. And let's see what Timmy C can dish up for him. Oh, 12-6. That goes right up the middle. That was not the best placement for that pitch, I'll tell you what. We move to Nick Castellanos now. Another really good hitter. 2-seamer in there. And I don't really know what my goal is for Tim Cate. Is that one is hit and it'll get through. I want to see what he can give us. Obviously, I don't know if he's in the long-term plans, and he wasn't really too much of a trade target at the deadline just because of his ballooned ERA. And I don't think many people are going to want a guy who stays down in AAA, as Tim's got 2 runners on and starting to lose a little control here. Strike in there on the fastball. So I want to see what he pitches like. I want to see, because obviously we're going to be playing a lot more games when we get competitive, and just sort of been rolling through the season rather quickly as Christian Arroyo strikes out on a great pitch there. JT Realmuto up now, one of the best catchers in the game. Was hacking there on a 12-6, and guys like this are going to get their chance to prove themselves, because in a few years I don't know if they're going to be there. Right now, I see Cate as the 5th starter. I don't know if he's at the 5th starter role, but he's sort of our 5th guy right now. And you know, when you've got the likes of Bobby Miller in the wings, Cate Cavalli if he can figure it out, Todd Stout, who we just drafted 2nd overall, and the draft picks behind him, we're gonna have an influx of talent at pitcher, and I just don't know if a guy like this is going to be in the plans. But if he can get out of this little jam he's in right now, maybe I can reconsider. Check swing. Brandon Marsh goes around, and we head to the 3rd. Trey Turner back up on the plate. Strike in there. And 2 hits. Yeah. I thought for a second maybe we had a no-no going, but nope, 2 hits. I don't remember. I think Turner walked, so I don't know who else got those 2 hits. Trey fouls one off there. Count still goes 0-2. We'll throw him a changeup here down low. Struck him out. Tim Cate. Beautiful changeup there to get Trey Turner. Next up, Alec Boehm, the 2-hole hitter. In there for strike 1. He's working that fastball. I like the variation of having the 2-seam and having the 4-seam, and then You'd like maybe a slider or a slurve in here with that 12-6, and he's got from what I think, a really good changeup. As that one lifted, fouls, the count still 0-2. Let's throw him this changeup low here a little bit. Ooh, way off the plate. Man, how do you get it out that far? Let's throw him his fastball. Struck him out. High heat. Thank you, ump. Oh boy. I don't know if that's where you wanted it, but that's where you got it. Now Bryce Harper back up. He can absolutely rock this baseball if you feed him something where he doesn't need to be. Fastball low. I want to go to this 12-6, see if I can get him to chase or ground ball it. Good spot on the 12-6 there. Let's go two-seamer high and inside. See if we can strike him out. Fouls off the two-seam fastball. And man, tell you what, pretty impressed with Kate early, as that changeup is not where I wanted it to be. I wanted that thing to be on the left side of the zone, and it just worked its way over. Hits one against the shift. Candelario makes the throw for the out, and that is 3 innings of work under the belt of Tim Kate. As back up comes Kyle Schwarber, who has 33 home runs already this year. Oh, we're going to have to get there. Nope. Thank you, Michael. Michael Chavis, 82 speed for a first baseman. It's pretty darn solid. So we will try to get Rhys Hoskins out next. 7 years in Philly, man. Wow. I guess it has been 7 years. I guess some players get to that stage in their career to where he lifts a fastball. Oh, that's not good. Out is made. Great play. Kessian, as I was saying, players start to get to that stage in your career to where, they're not babyface rookies who have been in the league for, 1 to 2 years, and they really sort of, start to take that next step. And honestly, guys like Harper and a guy like Hoskins, you really start to see a core develop as Kate gets out of the 4th inning here with another blank. And it's really a cool thing to see, and it's something that I want to develop, because before you know it, a guy like C.J. Abrams and, guys like Elijah Green and Bobby Miller, they're not going to be the youngsters anymore. They're going to be the established veterans, and I really think it's cool to see the dynamic between that and sort of how they get paid, what decisions you make of who you let go. And I really think it's just having a very stacked farm system, and that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to emphasize, obviously pitching is going to be, and I think still kind of is, a position of need for us, but we've just bolstered our pitching, especially going into next season with all these rookies, as Kate gets a strikeout on Christian Arroyo. But when we get to all these rookies, we're going to look at some guys and we're going to say, hey, we can move on from you, because obviously we're still a few years out of World Series contention, but we're going to start looking at these rookies and going, hey, y'all are going to be the ones getting the experience, and y'all are going to be the ones who we are making the future of this team. And went on a little spew there, but I think it's definitely warranted. Ooh, 2-2 count. And that somehow all circles back to how Tim Kate strikes out JT Real Muto, but that all circles back to, what he provides and what we're seeing. We're seeing some pretty good stuff from him right now. As in there for strike 1. Brandon Marsh was the July Player of the Month. How about that? Marsh lifts one here. Out to deep. That's not deep. Jeter Downs makes the play, and we are through 5 innings. Trey Turner back up now. Kate dealing pretty late into this game, but I'll tell you what, he's got his pitching dialed in right now. Man, we're just having a really good outing with him. Now, nobody's mentioned me playing on lower difficulty yet, but I'm just not that good of a show player, as Turner fouls one off here to a 2-2 count. I'm just not that good of an MLB player. And, eventually, as I grow in this game, as he strikes out Trey Turner, the ratings will go up. I have both ratings set to the dynamic difficulty, as you can see to the top left there. And it's something that I'm just going to let ride. I'm just going to let the game decide where I'm at. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing to do, but it's what I'm most comfortable with. Ooh, God. He's giving me some calls. I can't be too greedy. Let's see if we can get this high heat tapped up into the air. And the out is made. Bryce Harper, a line out and a ground out. I think has he chased this pitch? Doesn't need to. In there for strike one. He has the #1 on base percentage in the NL. Yeah, great vision for a guy like Harper. That's why we just throw him strikes. Strike two. Hacks early on one there. Let's go change up high and inside. Ooh, what was that? Placement not where we needed it to be. Kate strikes him out right down the middle as we are through 6. Oh my goodness, he could have jacked that baseball. Anyways, we move to the 7th against Kyle Schwarber. Tim Kate still absolutely dealing. He puts one chopped foul there. And, you know, when I'm deciding the episode... play is made. But when I am deciding the episode lengths, it just sort of depends on how long these games go. And if Kate's going to go deep into outings like this one, obviously I'm not going to complain, but I'm not going to be able to get as much into the episode because I don't want every episode to be like an hour 20. You know, I think 20, 25. Oh, Jesus. He killed that. Is that gone? Home run, Rhys Hoskins, as I left one over the middle. Oh, man. 107 off the bat. And we just left one up there with Tim Kate. But as I was saying, you know, if it just depends on how much I can cram into these episodes. And right now, I'm not doing much gameplay just because of, you know, the team kind of sucks right now. But I'm in a spot to where, you know, if I do like full games, which I have not done a lot of, mind you, like I did opening day and maybe 1 or 2 more, what I think I'm leaning towards is, I see this from another MLB The Show YouTuber called Jerseyborn. What he does is he'll just do recaps, and he's actually where I got the Prospect Spotlight idea from, which is the episode that was uploaded before this, or it's currently uploading for me right now. But, oh Jesus. But he dived for it. But yeah, the way Jerseyborn does it is he'll just recap the games, and I'm really, as it gets through, I'm really interested in that style of content. Oh, he's going too. Is he going to get there? Bad throw. And he does, but I think that'd be a good way to start or maybe end an episode, as Tim Kate gets pulled for Erasmo Ramirez. And to me, that's probably the best way to go about some of these games, at least for the early parts. Obviously, later on, I would like to hop in. But let's go ahead and finish up this game. He gets out of the inning. Corey Dickerson, Luis Garcia singles, Michael Chavis singles. Let's see what we can do here with Alex Call and 2 outs. Then we get Matt Strom, who is a reliever pitching. I think he's one of their long relievers. Call fouls off a fastball here. Bottom 7 as... Let's see if we can finish this game. Strom upstairs on a slider. I knew that looked a little silly, but let's see. He's got a 5-pitch repertoire. I think I'm just going to go for contact here. Perfect. Get through. Sending the runners home. Oh, he's going to third. He's going to get there. It doesn't matter. Alex Call with a base hit up the middle. That'll score a run. Now up, C.J. Abrams. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Abrams, another perfect contact hit. Oh, but it's an out. No, Brandon Marsh, June Player of the Month for some reason. And we head to the top of the 8th. Erasmo Ramirez, a 6-pitch inning. He will stay in the game. Cutter in there. And I'll tell you what, I really like what Erasmo Ramirez has with his pitching. He's got 5 really solid pitches that I like throwing. As Marsh will get through. Abrams playing center for some reason. He did not get the day off. But one runner through. Okay, so we've already got 2 guys prepping. We'll give Erasmo one more batter to see what he can do here. Let's just throw him some cutters. 2 cutters, 2 strikes on Trey Turner. Do we have a slider? No, but we have a curve. Let's see if we can get Trey Turner with the curve ball out there to C.J. Abrams. Where are you going? All right. Downs makes that catch. 1 batter down. Now Alec Boehm. Let's throw him this sinker low. Missed our spot there. An 8-game hit streak for Alec Boehm. He's 0 for 3. You know, I love ruining some streaks. In there. Ball 2. Circle change. Maybe let's see what we can get here. Boom. Swings through it. So what do we have here? Circle, sinker, cutter, fastball. He's got 3 true fastball type pitches. Swings through a curve there. And we're going to go ahead and go with the heat up top. I know he's getting tired. He can get this guy out, can he? Strike 3. 90 miles per hour on the cutter. And now will come Bryce Harper. We don't have a lefty warming up. This is not good. Harper drills 1. Oh, man. Do we really want him in there? Do we really want Erasmo in there? Strike 2. All right. Let's see. Harper. Big fly out there to C.J. Abrams. All the way back to the warming track. And out. The park can barely contain it. Almost all the way out there to 402. And we get through the inning. They'll bring out Connor Brogdon. Seems like a pretty good reliever this season. And go ahead and sit down for me, Tyler Rainey. Go ahead and sit down for me, Kyle Finnegan. And we are going to have Victor Arano, our true closer, finish this ball game out for us. As, let's see, we had 6 innings from Kate, 2 innings there from Ramirez. And we are going to have Arano finish it out for us as Connor Brogdon dealing here. Fouled it off. Circle change low. Diamondbacks rally from 5 down. Diamondbacks, you want to talk about a good farm system. Diamondbacks got themselves a farm system. He's throwing that circle change low. Yeah. Let's see. Fastball and a cutter. Okay, so I'm not expecting anything off speed. Fastball there. Clocks in at 95. Let's see if he can just give Jaimier. I doubt he's gonna give me something over the middle here. Strike 3. Oh man, that looked like that was going ball, but he gets the out. Now up is Jeter Downs hitting 258 on here. He's 2 for 3 during this game. So Jeter Downs not having himself too bad of a season. Fouls off the cutter there. Yeah, I don't have to worry about a lot of motion, so let's just try to get something down. A pitch. Jeter lifts it into left center. It's going to be a base hit, and he's running for 2. Can he get there? Throw pulls second baseman off the bag, and Jeter Downs has himself his 9th double of the season, as that'll bring up leadoff Hitler. Jesus Christ! That'll bring up leadoff hitter Lane Thomas. Leadoff Hitler. There it is. Jesus. Okay, Lane Thomas up to bat. 1-1 count. Alright, Lane. He's actually DHing. I feel like, give Abrams an off day. He's just too good. Yeah, we're sending him home. Can he get there? Thrown off and in easily. Jeter Downs with his 76 speed gets a hit from leadoff Hitler. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube anymore. Alright, we got Lane. He ain't Trey Turner, but he's still got some jets. Oh, go back. Okay. Third hitter. Who we got? Luis Garcia, who we want to be a pretty darn good hitter for us, but, you know, just got to have the guy develop. He was injured a little bit earlier this year. Stealing. Got him! JT Real Muto, one of the best in the business. Guns down Lane Thomas. And we're going to head to the bottom of the ninth. Man, how about a pop reaction? And we will bring in closer Victor Arano. Our guy going up against Kyle Schwarber. In there for strike one on the slider. He throws 3 pitches, fastball, sinker, slider, and they're enough to make it work. In there for strike through. So guess what? Strike 2. We're going to show him this slider. He kills it. Oh, Kyle Schwarber just tattooed that baseball. Gunning it for 2. Safe. He gets a lead-off double. Now up Rhys Hoskins, who just hit a home run. Oh! We just dished up a meatball. He could have tattooed that one. Whew, okay. Alright, let's just throw him fastball here. Strike 2, sorry. Let's go with the sinker again. I don't really trust Victor in that slider right now. Just give me something in the zone here that he can pop up. Fouls that one off. Still 1-2. I want to show him the sinker one more time. On the ground, it's through. Coming home. Can't get him. Arano lets up a run. Now up. Nick Castellanos. Strike 1. Just trying to get out of this game. Arano, strike 2. You know what's coming now. That slider. Got him! Strike 3 on Nick Castellanos. Now up will be Christian Arroyo. We'll go slider again in there for strike 1. Arano. Strike 2 on the sinker. We're about to throw this guy some high heat. He's looked at both. He just killed the baseball. Oh, Christian Arroyo. They won't test home. But we got 2 runners on now. Now we need to go to our bullpen. Okay, Kyle, let's go ahead and get you warmed up, buddy. Because I don't know about old Victor right now. I don't want him to blow this. Just throw me a strike here, buddy. There you go. Gotta get him locked back in. Confidence starting to lack a little bit. Victor, ball 2 against JT Remuto, who just made a great pickoff play on Lane Thomas. Chomps another one foul. The count goes to 2-2. Slider incoming. Struck him out. 85 miles per hour on the slider. And that'll bring up June Player of the Month, Brandon Marsh. I will not be getting over that anytime soon. In there for ball 1. Final out of the ball game. Victor Arano. It's through. Brandon Marsh dishes up a great piece of hitting. And 2 more score for Washington as the lineup flips back to Trey Turner. You can get your butt out of the game. In comes Kyle Finnegan for the final out, and we are throwing straight fastballs here. Trey Turner, base hit. Another one's gonna score. Get the ball. Trey Turner's got a triple. And we are having a meltdown here in Washington. An RBI triple for Trey Turner, bringing up Alec Bohm. This is not good news. The Phillies are 90 feet away from tying this game. Finnegan, just get us out of here. Slider, they say he went. Trying to avoid a comeback scare. The count goes 2-2. Have not shown the splitter yet. We're going to do that right here. Finnegan. Oh. Trey Turner just matrixed that splitter. Let's throw him something up. He hasn't seen anything up all at bat. Boom. The count stays 2-2. We'll go slider down. Good pitch. Does not bite. And you see what that says. Bryce Harper on deck. Please just throw the man a strike. Fouls it off. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up right here. It's hit. Jeter Downs is going to make the play, and the game is over. The Washington Nationals stave off the Philadelphia Phillies, and honestly, a great way to finish up the game. Tim Cate gets the win, going 6 1/3. Hoskins hit a homer. Lane Thomas hit a homer for us. For the nickname that shall not be named. Alright, so that was a little more scare-inducing than I thought it would be. So what do you say we finish up the month of August and get to these September call-ups? Dickerson 3 homers as we're going to... Oh, I don't think I read that correctly. And again, Corey Dickerson. We won 11-0. Tanner Scott trying to close us out. Strasburg, you're good, buddy. Would y'all like to stop simulating? I would not auto-utilize Strasburg. Swanson trying to close us out. And Dom Smith out for 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 10-day. Will Frizzle, elite name, no longer injured. You can get auto-utilized, buddy. And September call-ups are here. The roster expands to 28 spots. We have one too many guys in Double-A. So we've got to figure out who's going to be getting the call-up here. Bobby Miller, once again, dealing as the postseason. We're in the final month of the year. We are here in the home stretch, and we are getting to finally see the final form of our rotation, the final form of what our hitters are doing, and Abrams looks to cool off a little bit. Apparently Corey Dickerson's been going crazy with home runs. And he's basically been an everyday guy for us. You know, his production finally going up, hitting .281 on the year. Could have tried to flip him at the deadline. Michael Chavis still just has not figured it out. And how about we do this? Since Michael Chavis has not been doing his thing, how about we give Brandon Lewis a try up in the major leagues? He's already on the 40-man. He's got a little position flexibility with being able to play third. So we're going to move up Brandon Lewis to the major leagues, and we will finish off the episode with a player lock of him. Now, not done yet. We still got to move up one more guy. Pretty House came down to earth a little bit. Not batting .407 anymore, which, you know, if you move down a little from that, I guess it's okay. James Wood looks like he's cooled off a little bit, but Elijah Green doing his thing. Donovan Casey still up in the majors. So we need to move up one more guy to the major league roster, and I like it. Israel still injured with a fractured hand. It'd probably be him, but our catchers are hitting so darn good. I mean, Keibert Ruiz has turned into an elite contact hitter as a catcher. You want to talk about lucking into a guy. And then Riley Adams has had some pop off the bench for us as well. You know, Israel is a guy, 22 years old, but when you look at who's around him, it's pretty darn solid. And I think that really just leaves us with pitching, as Cade Cavalli finally having some ratings start to come up. That is really good news. It looks like he's settling into his 2A role and having some good outings. But it's Bobby Miller. I mean, it has to be Bobby Miller, right? What's Trevor Williams doing? He's got a 5 ERA. I think keeping Trevor up, moving him into a long reliever role, and getting the first look at Bobby Miller in the majors is the way to go. He's going to get the call up to the MLB, and let's see about lineups. Chavis out, Brandon Lewis will be in basically everywhere, and we're going to edit these lineups up. And Chavis, man, he's just been cold lately, Move Caber into the 4-hole. Brandon can play 6th in all these lineups. And he is in there, so he'll be pitching. And not pitching, he'll be hitting. And we're going to move Trevor Williams into a long relief role, as Bobby Miller will become our 5th starter and get his first appearance in the MLB. He will get it right here against the New York Mets. So, but we have, first things first, a player lock game with the newest member of the Senators have 27 players. Let's fix that first. Tell you what, I'm going to fix this up a little bit and we'll hop right into the game. So I have made the change and I've decided to move Cade Cavalli back up to 3A, but that is not the most important thing for this episode. That would be the debut of brand new Major League player Brandon Lewis, acquired from the Dodgers, and both of those players in the trade have been called up to the MLB roster, and this is Brandon Lewis's first ever Major League at bat against Yuri Perez. Already down 3-0, as that curve looked pretty darn good there. Miami somehow still worse than us in the standings. Yuli, who are we going against here? Oh, that's how you call for time. Okay. Duly noted. We've got one runner on, though. Fouled it off there. Got to catch up to whatever Yuli's dishing. He's got a 4-seamer, curve, change, and a 2-seamer. Got somebody on base. I think that's Alex Call. Tapped another one foul there. Brandon Lewis coming in with pretty good hitting stats already, and first base has been a mess this year. We've had a lot of guys play there. Dom Smith, Michael Chavis, Miguel Sano. It's been a mixed bag, and if we can find some stability here with Brandon Lewis, not a guy who's probably not going to be getting a prospect spotlight, swings through a curveball there, looked good from Yuri Perez, as his first career at bat will be a strikeout. Now he'll be up against Johnny Cueto, as it looks like we have tied the game. But yeah, not had a lot of stability. First contact. Can he get something? No. It'll be out, and he is 0-2 to start his MLB career with a strikeout and a flyout. We go up 7-3, though, in the 5th, as I am trying to talk about our first base situation. But hopefully Lewis can be the fix to that. Fouls one off there very early. We've got a runner on. Is that Alex Call again? I'm not too sure who's on base. But we're going up against Dennis Smelter, as we're going to tap one foul there, and just think we're a little in front of everything that he's dishing here. So let's see what he gives us on the 0-2. Don't know how many more at-bats we're going to have. Swing through the curveball. Just another one. And 0-3. Now against another pitcher. They have stormed all the way back, and we are heading up against A.J. Puck. 99. Oh my God, they are pitching everybody right now, aren't they? 8-7. From the looks of it, it's been a crazy game. Oh, we could have done something with that. But Brandon Lewis has just been over 3 the whole time. And Yuri Perez, number 1 prospect, that's the guy who we just faced. Oh, yeah, and you can see there on the bottom, we called up Bobby Miller. But I guess the pitcher who we faced was, I think, what did it say, the number 4 pitcher in the MLB prospect race. So, not too shabby as the count goes 2-2 here for Brandon Lewis. 2-2. What's Puck gonna give us? 98 on the gun, and Lewis starts his MLB career 0-4. Oh man. Ramon Laureano somehow on Miami. Caber Ruiz homers. Abrams goes 3-5. Dickerson, Candelario. Patrick Corbin gets the victory. What a weird game. They pitched a lot of different guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm going to end the episode off right there, as we are currently 58-78. Still ahead of the Marlins. I don't know if we want to be ahead of the Marlins, as, tell you what, let's go take a look at standings. 58 wins, 53, 48. 48 wins for the D-backs, and 45 wins for the Royals. We're not the worst team, but if we want a good draft pick, we're going to have to tank. And I'm not really in the business of tanking right now, so I'd say we're going to end up with a pick somewhere between 5 and 10, which I'm okay with. You know, it'll give us a chance to go get another quality guy. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to call it an episode here. We got a lot of very solid content in. And for the next episode, we will be playing the full game here against the New York Mets, who are currently leading the NL East by 5 games. And that'll be Bobby Miller's first career start in the MLB. So, God, that should be a good one. And then, let's see. He's just going to miss the start against his old team, the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we might play that game too, because we're going to see Joey Meneses. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave you all off there, and I really hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.